I'm here to touch you in Jesus' name and uproot it all. The issue of the woman in the dream, that is what is disturbing you. And the woman came like this, besides you, and said, "Oh God, oh God." You try to push the woman, you wake up.
My name is Muvaneza. Man of God, what you have said is true. Some time back I've been getting dreams of women. And normally I wake up when I'm chasing this woman to go away, and I wake up when I'm in prayer.
Since that time, whatever you do, as if you're not yourself, people send you as if they are sending a woman. Yes. People do not recognize you as a man, no way. Little you knew that the woman entered you.
Man of God, what you've said is true. Mostly I thought because I grew up only with the mother. And most of my friends, the young men, say that you're so weak like a woman. Therefore, man of God, what you've said is true.
The day you went and slept in a house, its curtain had beads.
Man of God, what you have said is very true. While I was still young and growing up, I have a cousin sister who stays in Kansanga. She took me to stay with her children, and she was the one paying my school fees at that time. And when you've talked about the curtains, I've remembered there were the curtains in the garage where I used to sleep. There were curtains of beads, and for us we put them there to demarcate, and that was our bedroom where we used to sleep.
Ever since you slept in that room, even your studies turned the other way around. You were a very bright boy. Now you would have been in USA straight. There is no even question.
You would have been in America. That is very true.
This was a very bright boy. Man of God, natuka care you. Never so much charity. Man of God, no
The brother is confirming the prophecy. He's so overwhelmed by the truthfulness of it. He has said that while in school, he was always number one. But from the time he started staying in that garage, the man of God has talked about in the prophecy that had that curtain of beads. He even retarded so much in his studies. He went to KIU. Things were so bad for him. He's so overwhelmed by the truthfulness of the prophetic message.
So the prayer today, once I touch you, you'll never be the same again. Whatever be the cause, should be uprooted. This boy would have been in USA. And what you've said about USA is very true, because many times I've got my aunties who wanted to take me. They would pretend like they are going to take me, but then after time they would keep quiet about the issue. Is a great engineer. Man of God, what you've said is true. Because I even used to repair mobile phones. Yet I was so young, but every time there was a mechanical breakdown in anything at home, they would say, "Where is Rukanjira? Come and repair this." And remember Sandra? Oh, this girl.
Man of God, what you've said is true. I've known the Sandra you have talked about.
In fact, girlfriend for just a few days.
In fact, she was my girlfriend for just a few days. She was dark, a bit fat and shortish.
She has parts she touched in your life. She said, I love you. And she did like this.
Man of God, what you've said is very true. She used to touch my head softly like this and say, I love you. Because whenever she would touch my head like this, from that time, I always want somebody to keep touching my head like this.
So I said, this is the woman who touched on your buttons. It is like a misfortune in your life. And it is now two. The third time I will not talk about it, but 2 times you wanted to get tablets and finish your life.
Man of God, what you said is true.
So you have suffered. Today, it is the end of your suffering. So why putting on the same, you people? You're all working together. I'm asking questions.
Man of God, tugenda USA.
We are going to USA.
No. You never batudde.
This one and those ladies seated there.
Each one of you will get a dream at his own, which will clarify what you find at the visa section. Things are not so much clear for you.
What you've said, man of God, is true.
And what you saw in the dream was quite negative about your going. So your life is not clear. You still have some dirty, whatever behind there. Because you are going, but some congestion is before you.
The night that led to today, I slept on the same bed with my brother. And through the dream, Prophet Samuel Kakande was standing at the side. But as we were sleeping, there was something in between us, as if he was taking it away from us. The dogs barked out loud. I woke up and called my brother, and I said, Emron, have the dogs barked? And I told him, why did they bark at the moment of deliverance?
Man of God, so when he
told me that dream, I told him, do not worry. It's good you're coming to the prophet, he will finish your dream.
And I'm telling him you got a negative dream about your going. And there is congestion. When I talk to you, I know. And I know from God. And whatever you did on the computer, I know.
My name is Bujingo Issa. From Chebando. What man of God has said is true. The habits I do on computer. My nickname on Facebook is Pedro Bujingo Glorious. I've been having very many girls. Dating them, using immoral actions, just like man of God has said. So what man of God has said is true.
Close that Facebook
page.
Because there is a man or a boy called Archie.
Kubanga waliwo omusajja oba omuvubuka ayitibwa Archie. Man of God, what you've said is true. I don't have much relationship, but I see the name. Archie, what you've said is true.
He is penetrating now. And because of anger, you are picking his name, talk to him. He is one of the serial killers. Look at you turning into a serial killer. And they want to use you to kill people. That is what you dreamt 3 years ago when you were killing people. And you said, what is this bad dream? No, I cannot kill people. No. No, God. I'm bad, but I cannot kill people.
What man of God has said is true, brethren. 3 years ago, I dreamt when I was killing people. And I said I've never even killed a bird. How will I kill the human being? So man of God, what you say is true. But when you mention the name Archie, I see it often on Facebook.
He is a serial killer. He's not a Ugandan. He will stage a journey to Pakistan. And you know what will happen? Drugs. Please close everything. Be a good boy.